My Sierra Leonean compatriots, I extend my warmest and sincerest salutations to all of you, no matter where you are. Today is the 7th April 2024. Another podcast, another edition, another analysis, another 50 minutes of aroma of thoughts. This is a Kargobozin factor. In this edition, I brought under the spotlight a number of assorted items, miscellaneous stuff, a variety of ingredients, all in an impressive package just for listening pleasure. It's going to be fascinating. It's going to be captivating. But first, my compatriots, as usual, our prayer for today. Our prayer for today has come from a country far away from the sub-region. This country was formerly called Indri Bari. This country was formerly called Indri Bari. This country, over the centuries, over the years, over the millenniums, the name was changed to Eritrea. Today, this country is known as Eritrea. Mind you, Eritrea is found in the Horn of Africa. 4 countries make up the Horn of Africa, and Eritrea is one of them. The Horn of Africa is that part of the African map you see like a horn. On the top right-hand side, extreme right, you see like a horn, where you find Somalia, Ethiopia, Eritrea, and all those are countries found in the Horn of Africa. Now let's get some facts about Eritrea. The current president of Eritrea is Isaias Afwerki. Isaias Afwerki. Then the capital city of Eritrea is Asmara. Asmara, Asmara. We have the population of Eritrea is 3.8 million people. Very small population. Now we have number of ethnic groups. They have 9 ethnic groups in Eritrea. And there we have the currency of Eritrea is Eritrean Nakfa. Eritrean Nakfa, Nakfa. Okay, that's it there. Now let's come to the former colonial master. Eritrea was colonized by Italy. It was colonized by Italy, Eritrea. Then the language that is spoken there is Romance language. This language is more or less Italian, anyway. Okay, now let's get more points, more facts about Eritrea. Now we get the major exports of Eritrea. What are the major exports of it? They export zinc ore. Mind you, the last time I told you about, we have a lot of ore, iron ore, copper ore, zinc ore, cobalt, C-O-B-A-L-T, cobalt ore. Here, the people export zinc ore, they export copper ore, they export gold, they export women's suits. Eritrea exports women's suits. They have suits for women. They export them, and they export stone processing machines. Stone processing machines. Those are items that are exported by Eritrea. Now let's get the biggest trading partners. To whom do they export these items? Their biggest trading partners or trade partners. Number 1 is China. They have India, we have UAE, United Arab Emirates. They also export to Yemen. Mind you, Yemen is a country in the Middle East there, one of the Arab countries in the Middle East. A person from Yemen is called Yemeni, Yemeni. Now they have Switzerland, and we have Liechtenstein. These are all countries from Europe. Liechtenstein, okay. Now let's get the neighboring countries of Eritrea. They are the neighbors with Ethiopia, Sudan, and Djibouti. All these 3 countries are more or less form part of the Horn of Africa. The Horn of Africa is there. Now let's come to to the proverb proper, my compatriots, from Eritrea. The proverb from Eritrea reads, seek advice from the ill and not the doctor. I repeat, seek advice from the ill and not the doctor. This is very interesting now. Because when people sick, they can go to the doctor and get advice. But this proverb is telling us that seek advice from the ill and not the doctor. Okay, I will simplify it for people. Now let's get some keywords there to break first. To seek means to find. Advice, we all know what is advice. Ill, the ill that means the sick. But mind you again, ill is an adjective, sick is an adjective. Both are used for people with poor health. For ill, if you have stayed long in your sickness, you are ill. But you sick for just short discomfort or short sickness, you sick. Ill is for a long-standing poor health. You lie down, you are ill. You have been ill for the last 7 months, 8 months, 10 months, 1 year, 3 years. You have been ill. Sick there is for a short time. Now, sick that too has other meanings. If you are sick, you are lie down in bed without feeling bad. So without feeling all right. Yes, I'm sick with malaria. I'm sick with headache. That's good English there. Okay. Now, this same sick there can be used for any time you feel bad. Anytime you feel bad, you can use the word sick too. Example, say what? The offensive odor from the toilet made me sick. You see, that's good English. The offensive odor from the toilet made me sick. Then here you can say it made me ill. You see now? Any short discomfort is you can also use the word. You feel uncomfortable for a short time for something, you can just use the word sick. Sick again you can also say, oh, the bad odor from your sneakers or from your trainers or from your shoes made me sick. That's good English. Okay, that's it there. Now the same sick again can be used for all the people that are in poor health again. You see, the same sick can be used for all the people that are in poor health. You can say our church is going to visit the hospital to visit the sick at the Redemption Hospital. Our church is going to visit the sick. You can't say the ill again, you see? The sick at the Connaught Hospital. Or we are going to pray for the sick at the Connaught Hospital. See, so that's it there. So English language is very equivocal. It means it's very difficult in the use. Now that's it there. Seek advice from the ill and not the doctor. The doctor is the person who cures. Now let's come to the interpretation. It is advisable to seek counsel. Counsel means advice. To seek counsel from the person who had the experience before, than to seek advice from the curer. You see, this is very interesting. This interpretation. Before going to the examples, it is advisable to seek counsel from the person who had the experience before, than to seek advice or counsel from the curer. This is the interpretation there. The curer is C-U-R-E-R, the doctor now. Curer means doctor. Now let's get examples. If you are suffering from diabetes, mind you, diabetes is a kind of illness or sickness that is bad. Diabetes and its liver problems, even prostate cancer, or what we call also prostatiasis. It is there to affect your private parts. So two of us that can sex 5 rounds, 6 rounds, just one time visit. The man came to you 5, 6 rounds. You say, yes, I'm a giant. Yeah, man, I'm a hero in this thing. You are disturbing yourself. You suffer later from prostate cancer. Prostate cancer, for you to urinate now will be very difficult for you. You have to cry before you urinate, and you put tube in your private parts. Excessive sex causes prostate cancer, or what you call prostatiasis. It is bad. The woman is not affected, now you be affected. Yeah. Do the women get their own too? Fistula. Fistula too is caused from sex. Fistula. It is bad. They too, they have to put tube on them and tie a kind of bag where they can urinate. Too bad. So it is on both sides. Now, if you are suffering from diabetes, it's better to meet a person who had suffered from diabetes before and get remedy for it and got a remedy for advice than to meet the curer or than to meet the sick. If I'm suffering from diabetes now, I'll meet a person who has suffered from diabetes before and get advice for him instead of going to a doctor. Because why? The doctor never got the experience before, but the person you meet has got the experience before because the person has suffered from diabetes before and she has got a cure. She will explain to me, he or she will explain to me how she got a cure, and I'll pass that same route to get my own cure. That's the point here. Seek advice from the ill and not the doctor. Okay, now let's get okay. Now, in this case, the sick got the better experience. Sorry, got the bitter experience before, while the doctor hasn't got any before. You see it then? Because the person you visit has got a bitter experience before. She suffered from it, but the doctor never suffered from it. So the doctor will not tell you much how to pass. They only prescribe for you pills, go take it. But this one will tell you, say, I pass so, this, and that will help. So now it can also fall on marriage. See now, it can also fall on marriage. If you want to marry a woman they never knew before at all in this community, see her beautiful. Will you go to her and ask her about her own character and reputation in the community? No. Now for marriage, a lady you never knew before. If you want to marry her, you meet her. Will you meet her for her conduct and character? That is absolute no. That is emphatic no. You can't meet her because she'll talk good things about herself. So therefore, eh, uh, you have to meet neighbors in the community there. Ask them. Neighbors that are knowledgeable, they have knowledge about the lady, they will tell you the fact about that lady. Whether she is what we call hobojo in Liberia, or a shao, or a harlot, or prostitute, or not, then she will tell you. Mind you, a prostitute does not only mean a woman who offers herself for sex, for money. That not only mean of prostitute. A prostitute can also mean a lady who has many girlfriends. Sorry, many boyfriends. That lady is a prostitute. But mind you again, we also have male prostitutes. Male prostitutes. You are an homosexual or a gay. You too have a lot of gay friends there that can sex you in your anus. You are also a male prostitute. A prostitute is not only a woman that can have sex. Sorry, that has a lot of that goes out to ask for money for sex or in return for sex. It can also be a woman who has many boyfriends. That is the meaning of all of a prostitute as well. And even orphan. And an orphan is a person who has lost either the father or the mother or both. You are an orphan too. Not only necessarily if you lost both parents, you are also an orphan right there. But if you lose one of your parents too, you are also an orphan. Even a chicken or a fowl you see passing on the street, a young fowl passing on the street without any mother helping to guide that chicken or that fowl or chicken too is an orphan chicken. That's English language there. So that's it there. So if you want a lady, you have to meet the neighbors in the community because the lady there is a doctor in this case, while the neighbors there are the ill because they know a bit about the lady. You meet the neighbors to give you first-hand information about the lady. From there now you can go ahead to marry the lady or you don't marry the lady at all. Okay, my compatriots, for the last time the proverb from Eritrea, seek advice from the ill and not the doctor. That's the proverb there from